Hey everyone in the vinyl and CD community, this is Jim back with Song Tripping. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to do a quick video about the topic of reassessing artists. So there's an artist by the name of Rickie Lee Jones who I enjoyed back in the day, and for a long time I've had her album, her self-titled debut album here, have it on vinyl, and this year I got this on CD. But I never went a lot farther with Rickie Lee Jones than that. Yes, in the used stacks back in the day, I picked up her album Pirates, and one called The Magazine, and Flying Cowboys. So I had a few of her records, but I just wasn't really listening to a lot of her. And it's no knock on Rickie Lee Jones. I think she's a super talented artist. I kind of put her in a category of a kind of a Joni Mitchell type, like jazz influence folk, but sort of somewhere in that singer-songwriter folk jazz blend. And I think she won a Grammy Award for this first album. And Chucky's in Love was the big tune off that. That was on the radio back in the late 70s, early 80s, all the time. So some of these artists, they kind of lurk in the stacks behind me, and you don't think much about them. I don't know why that is. Like, we just have, like, we go through different waves in our taste and our listening habits, and sometimes artists fall between the cracks. And then it was to the point where, as I'm beginning to kind of downsize my vinyl collection, I sort of thought I didn't really need these Rickie Lee Jones albums that I had, and I sold off or gave away a few of those albums. The only one I kept on vinyl was the first one. And then it's a funny thing that happened on the way to the record store. I was in one of the local shops here in my region, and I came across a whole bunch of Rickie Lee Jones in the dollar CD record room. And I had store credit there, and I just thought, you know what? Let me give it a shot. So I got all these for $1. Remember, this was the only one I had. I acquired this, like, I think at a thrift store back in the spring of 2021. But here's what I found. The Magazine. This is from 1984. We've got Ghosty Head. This is an album I had back, I don't know, maybe about 25 years ago. I had it for a while, and then I lost it along the way. Naked Songs, which is a live album, a live acoustic, kind of one of those unplugged type deals. And she both plays guitar and piano on that. We've got Flying Cowboys. This was produced by Walter Becker of Steely Dan fame. Traffic from Paradise. This goes back to the early 90s. And It's Like This, which is a set of cover songs. And why do I bring this up? Because I listened to all these in the last many days, like last week or so, and I've completely fallen in love with Rickie Lee Jones's records again, more so than I ever had before. And like, now I feel like I want to have some of these other albums that she's produced. I'll certainly be listening to them on the streaming service. So what do I like about Rickie Lee Jones? She's got this kind of nice blend. I think of it as a little bit like hybrid blend of. She's got some good pop instincts, and she can do the singer-songwriter thing, but then she's got this kind of jazz experimental thing happening where this isn't music that you're just going to turn on the radio and hear. It just doesn't fit those kinds of formats. So there's a lot more going on here. And she's always had this kind of like beatnik vibe about her too. So it's like she's a free spirit She does interesting things. She takes chances. I mean, all these are good. Like just a couple I listened to just now, where it's Ghosty Head. This has like a lot of interesting rhythms on it, and just kind of like deep, kind of ambient pulses, and kind of like a, I don't even know if I would call it like a trip hop kind of thing going on. The Unplugged album was really good, reinterpretations of her music in acoustic settings. Flying Cowboys is probably the most digital sounding production, but like some really good stuff on here. This one was very impressive. Traffic from Paradise, great sounding CD. Hadn't heard that one before at all. And I really liked her cover versions on It's Like This. I mean, she does Showbiz Kids by Steely Dan, really good. For No One, the Beatles cover, and Low Spark of High Heel Boys, and some kind of more traditional numbers like Someone to Watch Over Me and Smile, and it's all good all throughout. And it's like, wow, I've been missing out on Rickie Lee Jones. She's been sort of lurking, and all of a sudden, thanks to these dollar CDs that I sprung for, I'm rediscovering her. What I do like about Rickie Lee Jones, and why you might want to get interested in her, is her records just sound really good. Like, whether this is aside from commenting on the music and your musical taste, they're just good sounding productions. That's what I've always liked about her. Like, the records sound good. And that's it. That's all I got for today. You've hopefully let me know if you're exploring Rickie Lee Jones. What do you think of her work, and what are your favorite albums by her? I'm just really happy to have these CDs and to have a new artist to kind of enjoy all over again. It's like rediscovering her for the first time. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like, hit the like button, give me a comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. I really do appreciate it, and hope to have another video up for you pretty soon. Thanks.